doors. As an example, 30% of them are going to be what? Decision makers, DMs. If you do 30% of that, if you do 50% of that, right? That's 15 people you can present you do the presentation. Out of those 15 people, you should be able to close at least minimum 3. Right? And that's a couple $100 in your pocket. You don't know how much that is. Alright? Now check this out. So if you focus on the right thing, if you focus on the numbers, action creates momentum, right? By you having the right action, your attitude gets fixed. A lot of you guys don't put enough numbers and your attitude gets fucked up. When your attitude gets fucked up, your numbers start to go down, and what happens is your sales start to go down as well. So what you need to focus on is the numbers. The more doors you knock, the more stickers you put, the more you hustle. By the end of the night, if your knuckles are not like this, you're not working, Papa. I'm in the field with you guys too. There's no excuses. I hate excuses. I worked in many companies where managers sat there with their fucking fat asses and did nothing with me. I'm not that kind of guy. You guys already know. I'm willing to work twice as hard. I don't care. Because to me, work is fun. And you got to make it fun. When I used to go out with J Money, we used to always have fun. We make it fun. I went out with her. We had a lot of fun. No, true or not true? We were joking around. The guy almost had his stomach was hurting. We're having a good time. Why? Because I want to have a good time while I make that money. Okay? So there's a few things while you're out there in the door, while you're knocking in the field, there's a few things you want to focus on. A lot of you guys got to understand. Once again, there's 1 to 4, 4 to 7, and 7 to 9. That's the three time zones that we focus on. Three shifts in the day that you want to focus on. 1 to 4, you should get at least 1 sale.
That's when you're out of
a lot of homeowners are home. 4 to 7, okay? You should get at least 2 sales, and 7 to 9 is the prime time right here, Papa, right there. Yeah. By 4 or 5 o'clock, if I didn't have one, I was antsy and I was ready to fucking go crazy. That was my mindset.
Next person's closing.
Next. I would knock on the door. What he did yesterday, he made a mistake. He didn't want to climb those 17 stairs, and he lost that sale. But thank God it was someone on our team that got the sale. Yeah. Okay?
My block has been lit for 5 years already.
Dude, I don't care if 5 years has been there for 17 fucking years. It doesn't matter. It's all mindset up here. Throw me any area. You want to throw me in the projects? I'll make sales. You want to throw me in penthouses? I'll make sales. You throw me in a Russian neighborhood? I'll make sales. You throw me in an Asian neighborhood? I'm going to have to put more doors, of course, but I'm still going to make a sale. Remember, it's all about the work ethic. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the attitude. Does that make sense? Throw me in Corona. We were in Corona.
Yes, sir.
And I don't speak Spanish. Estoy aprendiendo español, Papa. That's all I know. And guess what? They still signed up. All right? It's all mindset. A lot of you guys are wasting your precious time in this prime zone right here. We call it QTQP. What does that stand for? Who knows? Go ahead, Jonathan.
Quality time, quality people.
Quality time, quality people. What does QTUP stand for? Who knows what that stands for?
Unqualified people.
Quality time with unqualified people, man. You're wasting your quality time with people that are unqualified to have your time. I'll give you an example. You knock on the door, the guy doesn't speak English. And he speaks Russian. And who do you call?
You.
Me. As if I'm going to put a fairy dust over the fucking phone call to make him speak English for him to close a deal. Or you think I'm going to sit there for 30 minutes and close your fucking deal for you. That's fucking retarded. Instead, you be smart and say, you know what, here's Michael's number, call him. Or let's call him and take his number down. That's fine. Because I have a better chance of closing him than you do. That's number one. Number two, 90% of the time if they don't speak English and they're old, what does that mean? Who can tell me? No.
Someone else is in charge.
Someone else is in charge.
Exactly.
Who has grandparents here? Who has parents here that you take care of some of the bills where they always ask you questions about certain things?
Sure.
Yeah.
My grandma is one of those people that does not ask me for anything. But when she does, when it comes to print, she always calls me, Misha, I need you to help me to print this. So I gotta go to her house and help her print something. And all I gotta do is press Control P and print it out for her.
I hope she doesn't sound like that.
Okay? She doesn't sound like that, but it's fun. Alright? All I'm saying is this. A lot of times, grandparents, right, they don't know a few things about technology, so the kids are usually in charge. So you ask, who's in charge? And they look at you with 3 eyes. You say, okay, here. Son, and just walk away. Some of you guys are trying to qualify them. That's not a decision. That's just stupid.
Whoever speaks English.
You're wasting time. Listen, I could tell. I spoke about this with Angel yesterday. Who knows when you're about to make a sale, you fucking feel it. Like, who knows? Like, you know it's like you feel it. It's in your intuition. It's your gut. You know it's about to get close. Like, you feel it. That feeling, if you don't get with that customer, walk away. It's a waste of your time. But what happens is a lot of you guys are focused on 3-letter word, which I do not like. You're trying to fill your ego. Or for you girls, pride.
I close that deal.
Right? Because you're trying to prove to yourself that you can close anybody. But I don't do that. I don't think I can close anybody. There's certain people I can't close and I wouldn't waste my time. If my time is too precious. Remember, if I had a whole day to close, I would take 2 hours to help to figure that out. But I don't have 2, 3, 4 fucking days. I got 2, 3 hours. And I want to get the most qualified people in front of me so I can qualify them and close them. So my whole goal is not to focus on my ego. I can care less. If the guy would have given me a hard time, I would have left. No. I would have tried. But after that, you can feel it. You know. Thank you. Have a good day. I'm not wasting my time. If the guy keeps telling me, no. Why would I want to deal with a difficult customer? I want easy sales. I don't want to deal with the craziest motherfuckers. I want to get a sale. I don't care if it's the easiest or it's a little bit more work. But if it's extremely challenging and the guy does not want to do it, he's giving me a hard motherfucking time. I said, listen, sir. You're not ready for files. You're making it harder for me, sir. I always ask them the hardest question. Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. Are you being difficult because you want to do this or you really don't want to do this? Because if you don't want to do this, no problem. I can go sign somebody else, sir. It's an Asian guy. No, internet only. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't understand what you're saying to him, and he's worried about it $29.99. I don't waste my time. I'm not trying to sell a triple play, then do this, nah, man. Have a good day, Papa. If you're serious, call me. Because the guy doesn't want it. He's wasting my time. I want people that want it. And how do you know if they want it? How do you know if they want it? We talked about it yesterday. Call questions and buying signals. They give you. They come inside.
Yeah.
Or they ask you, let me ask you a question. Any question they ask you about it, they're really interested. That means they have some sort of interest. Now your goal is to take that gap and just sew it up and close it. Does that make sense? So you'll know. You'll feel it. How do you know? Practice. Your intuition kicks in. Your gut feeling kicks in. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right? Now, let's talk about something else. The 3 things I wanted to talk about. See? Good to remind yourself. Like I always told you, while you're doing the QTQP, you want to always focus on 3 things. I haven't talked about this in a long time. Right? Authoritative figure. Sharp as attack. And, who knows? Enthusiastic as motherfucking hell. How excited do I look right now? I'm pumped up, man. If I knock on someone's door, they got no choice but to say, I want your energy. I want to sign up with you. Whatever you're doing, it's Spectrum. I'll sign up with you with Spectrum. I'll re-sign up. Because it doesn't matter about the product. It matters about who you are. You understand? I sold the most crappiest products, and I hated it, and I left. But I still sold it. Why? Because it's not about the product. It's about you. It's about who you are. How come I went to a building that 3 motherfuckers were there, all 3 of you, you guys closed a lot of sales there. It was awesome. A lot of people give me great feedback. By the way, who's Mr. Quigley's customer? He gave me great feedback about you. I don't remember if it was you or him. He said, awesome, he took care of me, this and that, everything was good. Awesome, no problem. How come I made 2 sales out of that building? One yesterday, because the guy followed up with me, and then another sale the day before in the bottom. Why? Because you guys didn't do everything. Why? Because it's impossible to do everything. Right? Because maybe by the time you got to his door, you were not enthusiastic as hell. Or maybe you were not an authoritative figure. Or maybe you weren't sharp as Zach. Or it was 100,000 other reasons. But remember, you focus on these 3 things, you already beat the competition by doing this. There is no competition. That's why I don't mind having 20 people go into one building, go clear it up for a week, and I'll come back in another day, and I'll make sales. Who feels that way about themselves? You should. You should. You should. So if you see him in your building, you should go, oh, he's in my building. Nah, man, doesn't matter. Go ahead, Papa. Go make it warm for me. Because you already answered all their questions for me. All I had to do, like for example, I closed the guy, what's the guy's name yesterday? Sorry. We went to his house. You didn't close him. I went there, I talked to him. What's up, Papa? I know some guy from Lebanon. You didn't close him. Guess what? I'm not leaving that food. I'm taking that food with me, man. I'm taking that food with me. Okay? I'm doing it. I'm taking that food with me. I took it. Why? He didn't answer a lot. He wanted to think about it. Did you follow up with him on time? Probably not. You should have been on top of his ass 24/7. Didn't happen? I closed it. Did he feel bad? He shouldn't. Because you're don't leave food on the table. Right? You should be on top of your follow-ups, because if I didn't close it, guess who's going to close it? Customer service is going to close it. And you'd rather have the money or customer service? I'd rather you have the money. Authoritative, sharp, enthusiastic as hell. By you doing that, you're never going to have yo-yo. We call those the emotional yo-yo. Who's ever seen emotional yo-yos? Who ever played the yo-yo? They don't even make them anymore. Remember as kids, they used to have light ones?
Yeah. Duncan.
I used to play with it all the time.
Duncan,
yeah. You start here, you work hard. Oh, you make 6 sales.
I'm
Shmoney,
rich, bitch.
Shmoney, baby. Then you don't see the paycheck, or something happens in your life, you go, then you get fucking really motivated because you got no money in your pocket, you go, and you go like a fucking emotional yo-yo, and your checks are 1,500, 400, 1,500, 300. It's like this. Who's experienced that before? I've experienced it in sales. Why not get up here and stay here, papa, and keep going up? How do you do that? Attitude. How do you create the right attitude? Action. Action distracts negative energy. Remember that. Action distracts negative energy. When you have a lot of action, nothing can distract you. Bullshit can distract you. The life can distract you. Your mama can distract you. Your girl can distract you. Your ex-girl can distract you. Your friends can distract you. Bullshit can distract you. You know why? Because you're focused, you got action, you got momentum, which creates the right attitude, which creates the right vibe, which gets customers to say, yes, sign me up because you fucking are awesome. You understand the pattern? So your goal today is to go out there, hustle that motherfucking
Muscle.
exactly, hustle the muscle. By the time you finish the day, you should feel so fucking tired that you can't even walk up your stairs to your house. That's how tired you should be. Your hands should hurt. Your shoulders should hurt because you've knocked on so many doors and you've signed up so many customers that by the time you get home, your girl, your boyfriend kiss you on the cheek and say, I'm proud of you. You're my fucking hero. If you don't hear that from your girl, then you ain't doing something right. Does that make sense? So hustle that muscle. Hopefully this is going to help. We're going to work on the next couple of modules. You cut to Facebook Live.